In this episode of This Is Rock Bottom, Kevin literally hits rock bottom, and he ain't getting up this time, folks. Football isn't the only thing that knocks a man down. With his repressed feelings of his father's death and his constant need for alcohol, he has now turned to painkillers.
This is us. Come on, Kev. You never talk about it.
Oh, because I don't want to wallow in sadness about it.
Okay, there's a difference between wallowing and actually having a normal conversation about it.
Here, Kevin revisits the house he grew up in, experiencing an episodic memory, recalling a joyful experience shared amongst loved ones, as well as the traumatic end his home came to when it burned down, pointing towards a post-traumatic memory. This can also point towards the Freudian theory of the unconscious linked to the childhood experiences, both good and bad. Looking further into this Freudian theory, Kevin is desperately searching for the father he lost all too soon. He never got the fulfillment and reassurance he needed after Jack's life was taken so suddenly. His addictive tendencies can also be linked to this displacement of his coach and dad, as we see.
An inner strength. This kid is tough as hell. Kevin, I know this little award may not be much to you, but for me...
In the eyes of Kevin as a child, he witnesses his father's struggle with alcohol abuse, shaping a disorganized attachment to his own future. Jack falls to his knees, determined to make his wrongs right and eliminate his extrinsic motivation, being alcohol. Jack's current addiction can also be correlated with his PTSD serving in Vietnam. Here is the turning point for Kevin, as his remorse and repression come to surface, with his extrinsic motivation running low. His father's death, his future career, that shattered in front of him, just as his knee did. It's clear to see that Kevin views his life through an external locus of control, meaning that the circumstances that happen to him define who he is and how he thinks. A quote that provides evidence to this states,
Surely the universe has to punish him this time, right?
as he's brought to his knees just as his father was, with alcoholism, Kevin's past resurfaces to a harsh reality.
He will. Ladies and gentlemen, he will. He'll get up. Kevin Pearson will walk again just in time to bury his beloved father. That'll keep him down for good this time, right?
This next scene shows Kevin's dependency on painkillers. His withdrawal from neurotransmitters is prominent. Here shows Kevin in distress outside his friend's house. Kevin's disorganized attachment with his father is now run by a transitional object, being his father's necklace. This has a connection to his father.
Leave me alone.
Please, listen to me. I understand you're upset that I left, okay? It had nothing to do with you, all right? I'm in pain out here. Look, I'm in pain here, okay? See, I'm in pain.
In the final scene, Kevin loses his most beloved possession. With his disorganized attachment to his father, all that's left for him is his transitional object, being a necklace that holds this connection to his father. He loses this necklace, and now Kevin has hit rock bottom.
I was feeling very lost when I got that. But I put it on, and I moved forward.
The loving mother, having closure from her husband's death, is all Kevin has to fall on.